Hi everyone, Erica Domingo back with another episode of the Workplace Antidote, and I am honored to be joined by my lifelong friend, Sammy Zweben.
Hi, everybody.
Sammy is one of the co-founders of ZZ Dance in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. But before she had her own dance studio, she was a Hollywood actress. You may recognize her from the Step Up movies. She was also on Law and Order SVU, Criminal Minds, Anger Management, and a bunch of other shows. And Sammy is joining me today to talk about some of her experiences in Hollywood and now as a business owner and what she's doing to make the world a better place. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for asking me to be here.
So Sammy, was there ever a time when you were out working in Hollywood that you felt like you were being asked to compromise your morals or your values in order to try to get a role? And if so, tell us a little bit about that, but also, what do you think could be done differently to prevent that from happening to other people?
So, one very specific time that I can remember, I was auditioning. I got an audition, which was, it's rare to get an audition when you want it, for a well-known show on HBO. And it would have involved, it says possible nudity in the role, okay? But what it always says in the audition notice, mostly, it said at the time, you will not be asked, for nudity at the audition. Great. So I go to the audition, I had a great audition, and then at the very end, I believe there were like 3 people in there. One was a camera person, casting director, maybe casting assistant too, and they asked me if I would take off my top just to make the process later faster. And I just got sick, my stomach hurt, I got green, I definitely didn't speak well after that. And I told them no, and they just basically said that the person that does it, takes their top off in the audition, will probably get the role, which is not the truth. It's just not the truth. But in that moment, it's exactly what I felt. So I decided not to do it because I felt uncomfortable. I would have, if I had gotten that role that was huge and on HBO, I would have thought about it, because I don't think there's anything wrong with nudity, but I didn't want to be naked in a room with a camera rolling that wasn't protected by my union.
Right, and wasn't going to end up being the final product of what was going to be aired.
Right, and on a closed set, this was really strange, and I knew that's not what was supposed to happen. I know it's so against the Screen Actors Guild, the SAG-AFTRA rules. So I ended up not doing it. I was devastated. I left. I didn't get the job. I was convinced it was because I didn't take my top off. And I think I'm sad when I think about that time, not because I didn't get the role, because there are plenty of roles I didn't get, but that I didn't tell anybody. So because I was young and because it was a long time ago, I just was so upset. I told my friends, but I didn't tell the right people. I don't know why. Probably at the time I didn't want to ruffle feathers of that casting office because they cast a million things. And, when you're hungry in Hollywood to be in stuff, you don't want to burn your bridges, even though really they burned my bridge. And I didn't look at it that way at 25 years old. And I wish that I had done something, as much as tell the union. That's all I have to do is make a phone call to the people that I pay dues to, and they're there to protect you.
Yeah. And it's difficult, and we've seen it obviously coming about with everything that happened with Harvey Weinstein, that there's such a power inequity that people feel like they can't say anything because they're not going to get the role. And not just this role. If you say something, maybe you won't get any other role in Hollywood. And that's a real struggle, and that's what I think the beauty of Me Too has been. And even in New Jersey, our legislatures have changed the rules that if there's a claim of sexual harassment and there's a settlement, it can't be kept confidential because they don't want there to be repeat offenders.
Right, can't perpetuate. Yeah, and I feel bad that I didn't do my part in that moment. I have since tried to do my part, and every day, every walk of life, say something, truly. I can't hold my tongue anymore, but it's because of those moments that shaped me that I can only pass on and do the right thing from now. But isn't it interesting? Like, I still have guilt that I didn't do something, that I didn't say something years ago, but I didn't do anything wrong in the moment, but I could have made it better.
Unfortunately, there's no industry that's safe from this. But, you know, I think hopefully people like me and people like you are trying to make a difference and do better in our workplaces. So I do want to talk about, you know, now, hopefully you don't deal with any situations like that at ZZ Dance where you have a studio that caters to young children, but tell me about how some of those experiences and kind of having to go through some of the negative situations in Hollywood have helped inform your management style at ZZ Dance.
Our student population consists of all walks of life. We believe that everybody can dance. So we don't turn anybody away for a disability or an ability or a special need. We just hope that we can provide those very special people with what they need. And also with our core program and our team program, we have mixed the two. We have programs where special needs and neurotypical children are dancing together on our actual competition team, in our ZZ Ambassador program, which, you know, they're the people that go out into the community and dance and do food drives and candy drives and all those lovely things. And we are able to make it happen. You know, I got an email from a mom that said, you know, she hasn't been alone because of the pandemic, and can she be in the ZZ Jams, which is our class for children with special needs? And we said, absolutely. And the mom said, but I need to be in there. And I said, you don't need to be in there. We're going to make sure that she has a one-on-one so that you can go have your break. We got it. This is what I trained in. I did an extra program for dance for children of all abilities. And we have children that need all different types of help. And we have been able to make it happen, which I'm really proud of. Well,
thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. We love what you're doing at ZZ Dance. We love Kindness in Motion. And one day soon, the GC Giving Back Foundation is going to pair up with your ZZ ambassadors, and we're going to do something great in the community.
Definitely. I cannot wait. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sammy.